one of the guys that was very interesting to me was Frank Gallagher, and I had been in the club just a couple of years, and I was on vacation in Puerto Vallarta where we go all the time. And my phone rings, and at that time Verizon really didn't have caller ID internationally. It's an unknown number. I'm like, nah, pick it up. It's Frank Gallagher. And he says, hey, I want you to join the board of directors. Of what? The Friendly Sons. I said, why? And he goes, you should. I think you'd be a good asset. So I joined the board. And I will say one thing about Frank, a similar precursor to what Doc did. Frank, he did a lot to change that club. Because at that time, that club was all Marines, not all, but the bulk was Marines and attorneys. And it was San Diego centric. Frank was living in Carmel Valley in North County. And he actually got a more diverse group in there. He made a difference in how things
moved
happened.
the board meetings out of downtown.
And and most were in Mike Neal's office, but not all. And we would go to after the meetings to Dobsons. Doc had mentioned that, and that was kind of like magic, because upstairs is everyone there with their pinkies out and sweaters around their neck, having escargot and other nice things, and we're downstairs screaming, yelling, and singing when Ireland was Ireland. And they would just look over the balcony and go, this will not do.
Skeffington, remove them now.
And I can just remember Paul Dobson was there, and the guys would go outside. This was when the beginnings of not smoking indoors. And you guys want a cigar? Yeah. And he sold us these cigars for like $10, which was a lot, except they weren't just normal cigars. They were methamphetamine. No, they were actually Cubans, I'm told. And which he could get because he would go to Cuba regularly on a chartered plane, and he knew Hemingway. He was just an incredibly interesting guy. But after those board meetings, that was magic at Dobsons. It was such a good time. But one of the things about when I joined the club, at my gym, I was going to the gym all the time at a place called Frogs in Solana Beach. And one of my gym buddies, and I was playing golf with a good guy, Dan Lamar. And I was talking to Dan, and I said, hey, I'm joining the Friendly Sons. He starts laughing. I said, why? I said, are you in the club? And he goes, no, I'm not in the club. He says, my brother is. And I said, oh, your brother. I said, how will I know him? He goes, you'll know. Just anyone asks for Doc, you'll know who he is. So I had met Doc at that point, sought him out, and it's been big fun ever since.